The second piece is narrow your focus, the N.
Mm-hmm.
And narrow your focus is about finding and attracting right fit buyers. And that means a lot of times, especially for small business owners, we tend to take whoever comes to us. And we may not have a very well-developed outbound business development effort. We're really waiting for the phone to ring. And first of all, that dynamic is a problem. But secondly, if you believe that every buyer is an ideal buyer, you're going to get burned. Yeah. And you probably have already been burned because that's just not true. And yet, if you think back to when you were first dating, maybe in high school, and every person who showed interest in you, you thought they were, quote, the one, right? And that is what I call the hope factor. And we bring that into our business as well. And we think every prospect that comes to us is going to be an ideal buyer. And if they're not, we can turn them into one. And it doesn't work that way. And then we get burned. Or we end up taking on a client or a customer who is not profitable. We're not making money from it. And that's the whole point of having a business. So narrow your focus is a really important piece about attracting and finding your ideal buyer.
Yeah, all of which are important skills for a leader of an advanced company with employees.
Yes. And also being that role model for your employees. Because what happens when you take someone who is not ideal, and let's say they're causing a lot of grief for your company, they'll cause grief for your employees. And your employees will feel stuck because they know they have to take care of the customer. And yet that customer is very high maintenance or is complaining all the time, or there's some internal problem. And the employee is the one who's having to deal with that.
Yeah.
So when you talk about keeping employees happy, taking the wrong clients is a huge problem because then your employees are stuck with dealing with it.